Hello there. Yep, this is Geekier Gamer jamming out on the Liminal Industries server. This is between episodes and thought I'd just record this for funsies. And yeah, I'm going to do a few things. I'm going to try to partially automate getting oil out of our oil carpet. And I don't know, we'll see what else we do. This is just a prep for our next episode. And, you know, let's see what kind of fun we can have. So let's see. First of all, EA so nicely set this up so I could just put a tank on top of here. I'm curious, I don't know if we can create the higher level tanks. I can't recall what's available to us because, of course, we don't have osmium yet. Let's take a look. Tanks. Can we create the next layer? Probably not. Nope, because we haven't done any of these. Because we don't have osmium. Yeah. All right. So that's fine. That's fine. The other thing I wanted to try to think about is, let's see, water wheels. Do we have water? I thought he said we had water wheels. I wonder if it's in production over here someplace. I have to be honest, I am not the create genius that EA is, so I haven't really paid as much attention to all these really cool things that he's created over here. So I don't know right off the top of my head if water wheels are something I can find, or if it's something I'll need to create myself. Let's just kind of peek around. So, you see, oh, crush. He even had slabs. In the last episode, I made my own slabs. And electrical components. Wow. Okay. Interesting. And what was this thing he created over here? Oh, that's right, cardboard. All right. Well, that's okay, and that's redstone. All right. Well, that was unhelpful. Let me look at water wheels. Let's see. I think he said we have the cool ones. I don't know actually what that means. Okay, steel and treated wood. Let me just get a bunch of treated wood. I saw some down here. I'll just grab some treated wood. Yeah, just grab a bunch of this. And then I will just create my own water wheels. I know we have steel over here, so I'll grab a few. Let's see, where we got it here. Not as many as I would think. Is this thing not working? Or does it need something it's missing? Oh, it's missing charcoal. Is there not a frog up here? There is a frog up there. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I guess maybe when it gets below a certain threshold. I don't know what the stock threshold is set up on this thing. Hot steel. Cracked steel. I don't know. Maybe I don't mess with what I don't understand. Let's see here. Let's see. Eat some jam. Let's make a few water wheels. So we need to make some sticks. And I want, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3. How many did I need? 4, of course. So I need more sticks. Wow, I just did that so poorly. That's nuts. All right, that's fine. That's enough to make a water wheel, which is probably more than enough for what I'm trying to do. Let me see. I'll just throw this steel in here and this stuff in here, and I should really put some of these things out of my inventory for the next episode. I can't believe it. The sparks actually worked, and yet I didn't set them up right, so we wasted so many resources. All right, I don't. Let's see, wheel. I don't understand the cog wheels. I think he did say he was creating cog wheels. I need some. What are they called? It's not an axle. It's a shaft. So let's grab a bunch of shafts. And let's grab one of those cog wheels. 2 of these cogwheels. Okay. Anyone needs to get some water, which I think I have. Oh, I have plenty of water in here. And then let's go see if there are some smaller cogwheels in his factory over here. No cogwheels there, no cogwheels there. No, no. Be great if there are cogwheels over here, but it doesn't look like there are. Interesting. So what is this? What is this producing that has steel here? Oh, it's producing those frames. Okay. All right. Well, let's look at cogwheels. How hard is it to make them? Because I'm going to need some small ones. Oh, that's pretty simple. And any planks and shafts. Let's see. We can find some planks then. Don't know that I have bamboo planks around here someplace. I know we do have them somewhere. Of course, there's bamboo. Let's see here. Nope. Interesting. Yeah, I've never quite figured this out. Oh, here we go. Let's grab a stack of those. All right. Let's take the long walk. Let me think. What else could I need? I might need some building blocks, which I have. I think we're good. Oops. Do I have another empty? Oh, I have heavy oil. That's fine. We'll leave that there. All right. So I already have the deployer and the sponge back at this room. It's such a hike. I think what I mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned at the end of the last episode or if it's something that I mentioned after we stopped recording, but I told EA my goal would be between episodes to get 4 stacks of tar. I should have really paid attention to how much one tank gave us. We could always empty this oil. We don't need it. Put it in bucket mode and just dump it over here. Like you can see where I dumped a bunch of water. Oh, can you not dump out oil? I guess you can't dump out oil. That's annoying. So that's oil. That oil is stuck in there forever. But I could dump out, well, I'm going to dump out some water. Do the same thing I did earlier. Boom. And then off goes the water. Oops. I got left. It's empty. Great. Let's go over here to our spot. Where's my arrows? Here. This way. Alrighty. It's a little convoluted way back in here, and there's actually a couple cool things like this cool lamp and some bookshelves. Sheesh, I need to eat some jam. All right, here we go. So the trick is to create a little water wheel setup. Now this water wheel is actually pretty large, if I remember correctly. Can I just stick it on the wall? Oh, that's not as big as I thought it was. So let's see. Okay. I need a hole. All right, let's get some water. Okay, got some power. Hopefully it's enough. Let's get a shaft. This is where cogwheels come in, but I don't really know how they work. So I'm really bad at this cogwheel thing. Because if I could just connect this straight up, what happens? It works. All right, let me break this. Let me get my empty fluid tank. And I realize now that I forgot something. What I forgot was the accumulator I was going to use. Not the accumulator, the fluid vacuum or something. What was I bookmarked it? Fluid collector. Dang it. So I guess that's slow, but you know, I hook this up, AFK, or be on here for a little while. That'll eventually fill up my tank. The question is whether the fluid collector can automatically output to my tank. That is a great question. And I could make the tanks I don't think can output to each other. Yeah, there's no controls for output on these. So I don't think I can run one into the next, because what we really need is mechanical pipes. Which I don't believe we have access to yet because we can't use the configurator. I think the configurator is actually the weakest thing. And I don't think the rest of the pipes automatically can pull. If I remember correctly, mechanical. Yes, I made some mechanical pipes. But I don't think we can use them without a configurator. And the configurator required, this stuff that we can't create yet. Because we can't do infused alloy without a purification chamber, and we need osmium. And osmium is just out of reach. It's in the upcoming chapter. I don't really want to jump ahead between episodes. Let's see. Osmium is reliable steel. Okay. Okay. Yeah, see, we're coming down to this. What was this about? Bucket of fluid. Yeah, I don't know why they need us to get that. What is this stuff used for? Fluid of the void. Fluid of the void. What is it used for? Florbs. It's not really used for anything. I can tell. Why do we want it? Oh, we get it because we use the pyrolyzer on a thing and we get double this echo shards plus this void. I really wish we had a way to void fluids in this pack. Let's see. Block of void, chassis. Fluid of the void, infinite. Void. Oh, a void upgrade, but that's not going to work. Yeah, I don't think we have anything in this pack that lets us destroy fluids. I'm used to using like a trash can. What about this thing? Nullifier. Nullifier requires 10, which we have. This is actually probably craftable. Don't need these because we can't use them. Do I have an empty bucket in my inventory? Nope, but I do have lava. Do I have an empty bucket in here? Nope. Do we have an empty bucket in here? Bucket. We do. So I need to put down a bucket of lava. Pick it up. Put it in here. This and this. All right. Wait for it, and then go. What was it I was doing? The nullifier. But we still don't have a way to pipe it. Yep, destroy items. Destroy items. Items and fluids. Interesting. I'll have to show this to EA. We can decide what to do with it. I'll stick it up there for now. Because that could solve some of our problems if we're able to pipe. Once we can pipe plants things out, which we're fairly close. You know, we finished these 4 machines. Now we're working on these components here. That'll give us our advanced electrical component. And then I guess osmium's in the next chapter. Let's see. It's in the reality controller gets us osmium. So we're pretty close to osmium if we, rush past this to make this thingy. Okay, I'm distracted. I wanted to make a fluid collector. Let's see if I can make this now. So this gets me the auto breaker. And then I need the other bucket that's in here. And then if I use the buckets, I turn this into a fluid collector. Collects the fluid. Does it automatically output it? Redstone torch will deactivate. Do I have a redstone torch? I don't think I do. Grab that one. Oops. Take that with me. All right. This may not work. Maybe a pipe dream. And maybe I just need to sit here and click a bunch until I fill. Well, let's see. This was heavy oil. This is an empty tank. And then this is an empty tank. Oh, that's crude oil. Yep. And lava I don't want to mess with. Heavy oil I don't mess with. I could empty this other water one, but I'm not going to. But this will give me 16,000. How much tar did this make? 64. So one of these made 64. So I should just take another tank with me. Because 3 more tanks will get me three more stacks, which was my goal for this endeavor. So let me make another tank. Oops. Gotta hit send. Tank. Yep, send. Tank. Not sure why I keep losing my JEI. It doesn't stick. But maybe it's just this mod. Or this pack rather. Alright, so we're gonna run all the way back over there. And then that'll get us our oil that we need for the tar. Which is really my main side quest for the moment, for today. I don't believe I want to get too far ahead of ourselves because really these are things we want to do, and it's interesting that this is way ahead. I didn't realize that was so far ahead. The other thing I think we already have an ME controller, but I don't know that we have all of these calculation things. And oh, what's this? I don't know if we have the presses. I can check and see. Because we are not doing ME. He didn't want to build the AE2 system. We have not focused on that, but we do need it for completion purposes, and we might need it, some of those things to build, like the dimension reality thing might require, yeah, see, it requires spatial components, it requires an ME controller. Now, this doesn't require chips, which is nice. This doesn't require chips, which is nice. This does require chips. That requires engineering chips. This requires engineering processors. Wait a second. I don't think this. Is this the diamond one? We're going to need a bunch of diamonds. Oh my gosh. Well, maybe that's the other thing I'll do. Not on camera, because it is a slog to search this world for jukeboxes, which is the only way I'm aware of to get diamonds, and I don't even think it's listed. So to make molten diamond, you'll see here the things you can get. It's not even really listed. Maybe here, melter. Yeah, jukebox. Ooh, computers. Okay. Computers get you 5. Okay, so I need to go look for computers. I didn't realize that. I was only looking for jukeboxes, but I need to look for computers as well. Okay, is this a computer? That's a television. Some batteries sitting over there. Well, we'll get this oil, and then I'll go off camera and search for more diamonds, because it's a real problem for us. All right, so the question is, if I stick this down here, is that facing the right way? Let me put the hand crank back on to test it. No, that's not facing the right way. So if I go back over here and face it the other way, which one of these has oil in it? This one? Oh, must not have in bucket mode. I don't know why these are going back in there. Because there's another one in there. Bucket mode on. Pick that up. Move this one closer. Try this again. There we go. And then how do I get it out of there? It's just sitting in there. You can do up to 8 buckets, which is 1 tank. That took it out. If I set it here, does it? I can put it out in bucket mode. If I set it here, I wonder if it populates it. Let's do this. Okay. 4,000 in there now. It does not. Oh, no, it did. It's auto-filling it. That is nice. And this thing can hold 32. So I'm going to pause and let this do its job, and we'll see what happens. Well, actually, I wonder, can I speed this up? Is that what cogwheels are about? So I go stick this up here, and I stick this up here. Gives me a small cogwheel. Maybe I need 2 small cogwheels. I don't understand gear ratios like everybody else does. So if I do this, and then I go like that, break these. And then I go like that. It doesn't seem to be faster. Like I can be able to fit that here. Yeah, see, that doesn't seem faster to me. I don't understand how this works. That doesn't work. Yeah, see, that's not faster to me. I know there's a way to do it. I don't understand. All right. Well, I'm lame. I get it. We'll just do this, let it rock, let it roll, and then we'll be back. Alrighty. So I'm making some progress. You see, I'm up to over 2 stacks of the tar. I need to get rid of this creosote oil. I think it's going to stop this machine here in a minute. So I need another tank. And I have a couple more things of oil. So I realized I had the time in the bottle, and I could time in the bottle my little machine back there, and it went really, really fast. So fantastic. So let's see here. I need stuff for one more tank. Whoop. Craft. There we go. Grab it out. Make the tank. And let's go put this for the creosote oil. And I'm actually curious if I can destroy this creosote oil. Give it a shot here in a second. Let's do that. Let that run. Let's grab this creosote oil. Let's go check out this nullifier. I wonder if I just stick it on top? Nope, that's not sucking it in. What about if I do a bucket mode? There we go. Yeah, well, that was fast. So that's one way to... So yeah, it's a trash can. Nice. It was actually inexpensive. We could have made that quite some time ago. Okay, this is almost ready for another oil. This machine is pretty slow here, and when I time in the bottle, I gotta be careful. If I do it too fast, it takes all the power. Let's try 32. So yeah, see, that's gonna go down, but it's cooking fire, making some tar. Let's see. I'm not sure how many. So I need 4 stacks, so that means I need 256. And it's getting there. I can take this off now. Put the last one up. Oil. Ooh, that's going up with stuff pretty quick, but luckily I can. Oh no, I have one more oil. Nice. I can empty it if needed. Time in the bottle it again. Oh, that might be too much for the power that it's getting. Sucking down that oil. I love hearing all the frogs around us. Okay, and the last one. Boom. Okay, this is stuck because this needs to go, but it's out of power. Power's still going up. There we go. So 8 is really about as fast as I can go. All right, well, let's look around. I think... Oh, by the way, I did find a whole bunch of computers. Once I realized computers give you a lot more... Let me see, look it up again. Computer turns into 5 gems. So I found enough that if I go over here and look in our... I melted them already and turned them into diamonds. If I go in here, how many diamonds do we have now? Diamonds, 47. I don't think we need diamonds, any more diamonds. I mean, I think going into the chapter at our next episode where we record together, I think we have everything we're going to need diamond-wise, because the reality thing is also going to give us diamonds. You can see that in chapter 5. Yeah, we're going to get diamonds, we're going to get osmium, we're going to some instone, and which will get an ender dust. And we'll get divide by 0 blocks somehow. See how that works. Potato chips. Okay. And then blaze cake. Interesting. I guess, can you eat that? I don't know. Oh, is that used for making stuff? So, yeah, I think we're making good progress. I guess I need to put a bucket of oil in my inventory so we get credit. Do I have a bucket? I do not have a bucket, but I can. Let's see. Do I have any oil left? Not that I can't go get more. Let's see. Oh, I do. So if I do this, put the water in there, go boom, and then get a sponge, which we have. Should have more sponges. Then that should finish off that task, which we'd already really kind of done. Sponge. I got wet sponges. I'll take a wet sponge and go just put it down and get the wetness out of it. There we go. Very nice. Refined fuel. Oh, it's for the blaze burner. Interesting. You can turn light oil into refined fuel. Blazes will get superheated when you give them a straw and pump refined fuel into them. This will make your steam engine burn a whole lot brighter. So we're using lava right now. I believe heavy oil can be turned into light oil, and light oil can be turned into refined fuel. And we are getting light oil from here, so we are getting heavy oil from this. And I had one more. Here I have heavy oil here. Can I put this in? I did. Great, made that empty. Fantastic. So, something to think about. I'm not exactly sure. Light oil, I think it might be in the quest line. Let's see. No. With the fractionating still. Crude oil into bitumen can also be used to make refined fuel. So we've made another one of these fractionating stills, which is super cheap to make actually nowadays. I think that would move us along pretty quickly. But I think that is the end of my little mini experiment. Oh, you'll see I found some paintings and put them all over the walls. Thank you so much for joining me on this little episode. Kind of a byproduct in between. We'll see if we use the footage or not. But I want to thank you for joining me for Liminal Industries in the in-between episode. Bye-bye.